Hey guys, welcome and Tig. And tis the season, y'all, you know what I mean? And I hope everybody's having a good time, enjoying the time with friends and family. And I'm gonna watch this one here. It's called All the Ancient Customs and Traditions in Bucovina region, Romania. Yes. All right. I'm really excited to watch this here. You know what I mean? As you can see in the picture, the snow and whatever is going on there. So snow season thing. So let's YouTube and some simmer. Let's see what these customs and traditions in Bukovina, Romania is. Let's go.
Hello there, boys and girls. My name is Delmo, and I'm the mythology dude. In fact, I'm really a mythology teacher from Romania, land of empires and nowadays the teenager Wednesday. I have studied in Transylvania, home of the real Dracula, dragons from Harry Potter, and werewolves with a major in myths and folklore, especially those in Eastern Europe. Yep, my accent is quite revealing. I have a YouTube channel in Romanian language with more than 500 videos on mythology and creatures, and this is my first video in English. With this new channel I want to make some light regarding the stories and folk tales from unknown lands like Romania, Serbia or Poland,
Okay.
land of the Witcher, and
Okay.
the Balkans, of course.
Okay.
Many of the Hollywood movies, TV series, animes, and so on are based on mythological creatures and folklore from this area, their history and cultural legacy. So I'm thinking these old badass customs and traditions deserve this chance. Please don't forget to subscribe and pass the word. Today we'll be discussing some winter customs and old traditions from Bukovina. So old, like 2000 years old. We have some strange rituals, mass ceremonies and dances, customs and so much more. In Bukovina, winter traditions give birth to a rich show with supernatural beings, fantastic characters, and elaborate folk superstitions.
Never seen those before.
Holidays have a special charm, bringing joy and the hope of a flourishing new year. Located in the northeast part of Romania, Bukovina represents one of the most important regions where traditions are still preserved, unaltered by time. The winter customs begin on St. Nicholas Day and end on St. John's Day, including a variety of traditional beliefs with a wide diversity of carols as well as dramatic performances. St. Nicholas opens the series of winter holidays, being a popular divinity, sometimes bringing the snow and predicting winter. He is the patron of sailors, he controls the waters and helps the orphans, the widows and the unmarried girls, bringing gifts in the night of 5th to 6th December. Around Christmas, one should return things he or she borrowed because they say it's bad luck to have things loaned during winter holidays. On Christmas Eve, women used to hide these stuffed spindles or to put a brick in the oven, believing they keep snakes away from their houses. They also used to go in the orchard with hands full of dough and touch every tree saying, "How my hands are full of dough, so be the trees full of fruits." Christmas is one of the most significant holidays for the Romanian people, for it celebrates the birth of Jesus. Perhaps the most important moment in carrying Christmas celebration is Christmas Eve, when Bukovina locals are preparing a special dinner called Eve Mass. The Christmas Eve was considered the day which made the transition from the profane time to the celebration time, so that all the activities were closely related to ritual acts that ensured, according to folk belief, the health and the family welfare. Among
See, on the island we don't have all those folk tale beliefs associated with Christmas. It's just straight up Christmas. It doesn't seem to have gotten any kind of a African influence that I know about, because African influenced almost everything within the Catholic Church in my country. Straight up, certain saints are lined up with certain voodoo gods and goddesses and stuff like that, And but as far as Christmas is concerned, I'm trying to think. Okay, there's something I noticed a difference between where I am in America and Christmas in the Caribbean. Like for instance, I live alone here in America, and on Christmas I'm going to be alone. That's just the way it is, like today and tomorrow. Let me see. What's today? Sunday, Christmas Eve. Friday I work. Yesterday I went to shop and I got some stuff. I have a video on that coming up just to show you guys what I do. And I'm just in here for the rest of the day, for the rest of the next couple of days until I go back to work on Tuesday. So their traditions here is family, family, family. Like, you know, they wear matching pajamas and they take pictures and stuff like that. On the island, and I'm watching all the pictures on Facebook of people here, I noticed that it's only family. But on the island, Christmas is community. You know what I mean? You go to people's houses and you eat and you drink, and it's not just family there. There's other friends running around in the house and stuff, and you go to the next house and you just go. It's community. You know what I mean? And one of the reasons why I don't go to Christmases here with people when they invite me, because I'm just there and it's a bunch of family. So I'm the odd man out. You know what I'm saying? And it's uncomfortable. So I rather stay at home and cook up my own food and do my own thing. You know what I mean? But that's the difference between the island and here. Now, how is it in Romania? Is it mainly family strictly, or do you have friends come over, your neighbors come over? You know, they're not there for the whole day. They hang out for a little bit and then they leave, and maybe somebody else might come by, or you might go to somebody's house and hang out and say, Merry Christmas, you know, let's have a shot, you know, a drink or something, you know what I mean? It was never really, my brother, his wife and kids used to come for Christmas, and they spend the day. But then we all leave and go to the beach where everybody is hanging out and eating and drinking and music and DJs and stuff on the beach and all of that, you know what I mean? But as far as the superstition is concerned, I can't think of any Christmas superstitions that we have. I don't think there is any. Let's keep going with this here.
The most important traditional beliefs are the ancestors' spirits, which are said to return among the living during the winter holidays from Christmas to Epiphany. They do not come with harm in mind and are paid due respect. This belief is mainly visible in the mask playing tradition of this time of the year, with the old man and the old woman, called Baba and Moșul, as the most usual characters. The same mask playing traditions also relates to the beliefs in the animal supernatural powers, such as the bear, symbolizing protection and strength, the goat, the ram, which are represented with realistic masks. One of the most famous and spectacular bands from Bucovina, widespread in all areas of Suceava County, is the Bear Band. The bands had one or more bears who were chained by the bear leaders, dressed in patch clothes with masks on their faces.
Now that is really interesting. You're called, okay, we have a carnival, and I mentioned that in another video that went up today actually. It is Christmas Eve. I'm putting this up on Christmas Day tomorrow. But y'all call it bands. That's what we call our groups of people with costumes during our carnival back home, bands. They call them a band that is of the bear dancers, and on the island it's a band that's got different sections, which is different types of costumes, Indians, Africans costumes, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Wow, that's kind of neat. Just a small detail, something similar. That's kind of cool.
The bear is a mythical character venerated in Bukovina for its strength, courage, and skill, and the people even consider it has the ability to control the seasons. Noisy and full of significance, the bear's dance is accompanied by a group of carolers, drummers, and masked men. The disguised man spins round, sometimes looking fierce, other times more gentle. He drops to the ground, announcing the end of the year, then rises to announce the next one. The goat is another interesting and very old custom. It shows the complexity of the dance, dialogue, stage props. All this create a unique show, accompanied by musical instruments like drums, flutes, and violins. The theme of the show is bringing the goat from the mountains to be sold, but it is charmed and finally it dies. But the old woman's character make charms on the rhythm of the drum, and the goat is raised to the delight of
Wow,
all.
look at that. That's
In some
beautiful.
northern villages, you can see the heralds from Christmas to New Year's Eve. They are groups of biblical characters: Kings Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchior, Emperor Herod, Priest Odzia, and the angel and the shepherd. This is called the Viflaim, a group of folk theater actors performing the moments of Jesus' birth. The Magus' arrival, the reception by Herod, trying to find out where the baby is. Spoken Christmas carols are considered to be the oldest literary forms, attested in our country since the Middle Ages. That can blow your mind, right? After observing the Christmas customs, the villagers turned their attention to New Year's rituals, which are closely related to the life, death, rebirth cycle. The dances, costumes, and masks symbolize the
colors,
separation
man.
from the old year and the welcoming of a new beginning. The Plugușor is one of the most common traditions observed on the last day of the year. Boys make a miniature plow decorated with bells and harness a so-called bull to it, which is in fact a bucket tied at the mouth with cowhide leather. Once they arrived in the households, the children shout their wishes, shake the plow and smack their whips. The spoken lyrics of the Plugușor refer to the works of the field and invoke the fertile spring days. New Year's practices illustrate a true traditional theater with supernatural characters that can bring well-being and bad luck alike. They remind us all that keeping and observing customs ensures prosperity, strength, and regeneration. The best performances are shown in a suite of masked dancers called the Malanca. Led by their
Malanca.
journeymen, the characters stage specific games, among them the goat, the deer, the horse, and the ugly and the beautiful. The last day of the year's renewal cycle is the Epiphany, when the houses, the fountains, the animals, and the orchard are sanctified in order to be protected from evil spirits. After the sermon, the young people make a fire at the fringe of the village, and when it goes out, they jump over the embers to get rid of illnesses. Upon returning home, the villagers yell in cheer, Kirai Leisa, all together, a word with magical connotations. So, if you like my video, I invite all of you
I
to
like it.
Bucovina in Romania to see the places where traditions are kept alive and the places are full of mythological creatures like in ancient times. If not, I will always be here to tell you their stories. Don't forget, I'm Delmo, the one and only mythology dude with the best show in town, and may the gods, old and new, bless you and protect you.
Wow, I thoroughly enjoyed that video. See, that's the kind of stuff that makes me want to really visit. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that really wants me to get on the pot and get in there. You know, I'm not a big fan of cold weather, but I'll go for cold weather just to see this vibe. You understand? It would be like carnival only in the snow. You know, and back home, carnival to us is where we jump in the streets and dance and stuff. It's not like how they call a carnival here, where it's where you have rides and stuff like that. No, this is partying, music, drinking, having fun, sugar cane rum. You know what I'm saying? The thing, you know, that's what I'm vibing up with back home. But man, I've never known anything like this until I started to watch these videos on Romania. And it's so cool to see this because these people are hanging on to their traditions and stuff like that. You know, in a world that wants to go so super tech that they keep forgetting these beautiful things that were happening back then. You know, and they want, and a lot of stuff, not in Romania's case, but in other cases, they want to name it uncivilized, you know, Christian, or you know, just something that's evil. You know what I mean? Like we have what you call jabs back home. That's where people put all kinds of black on themselves, red eyes, red tongue. You know what I mean? Horns on the hat and stuff. And we are known for that on the island. You know, there's a thing called Juva morning, which means beginning of the carnival or the festival, and it starts on a Monday, and that's when they come out, and they wearing all black, and they would Now, not wearing all black, but they would cover themselves with a black oil type thing on the skin. And they would dab, it would be called dabbing everybody, they would like dirty everybody, get them into the party and stuff. And everybody's like, jab, jab, I want that penny. That's what they used to sing when I was a kid. Now they have a specific type of music that's associated with them that's popular all over the Caribbean and to some extent in the world. And you know what I mean? But man, this is so cool, y'all. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, I hope you guys are having a really good season and life is just great with where you are and thing. You're staying warm. It's going to be warm here. 60 degrees on Christmas Day, they say. 60 degrees, that's warm. A veritable tropical wave coming through here on Christmas Day. But anyway, man, I'll leave a link in the description to this video. Check this dude's channel out, the mythological dude. Check him out. You know what I mean? And thing, and drop a like on the video, comment down below, tell me about traditions in the places where you are, like Serbia and Georgia and Slovenia and stuff like that. Let me check that out, not just around Christmas time, but in general. Hit me up in the comment section, okay? I'll leave links to other videos that I've done on Romania. And y'all go check that out too, you understand? In the meantime, y'all take care of each other, alright? Peace on earth, y'all. Peace on earth.